Thanks so much for joining us tonight as we continue to stay weather aware here. We join you, of course, just a few hours after the last time we were on the air with you, Brad, tracking those tornado warnings that began just before 6. They ran through about 8:30.
Yeah, we started to see some of this rotation and storms around 4 o'clock, but then by about 5 o'clock, we started getting reports of a funnel cloud over Lake Norman, and then they started piling in. The warning started coming out. But what's amazing is when you look at all of these videos, you see a lot of funnel clouds. I mean, it looks like it's touching the ground, but it's hard to tell from some of these, and we had no damage at the surface. So we clearly had rotating funnel clouds out there, but we don't know if we had any confirmed touchdowns based on the lack of damage.
Right, and this video is taken around 8 p.m. from East Mecklenburg County, looking towards the Metrolina greenhouses there. You were talking about that in our earlier reports around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So here's what we know so far. We saw 3 different storms this evening, producing 3 different funnel clouds.
Yeah, and so the first one, as Brad alluded to just now, appeared over Lake Norman, and then we saw the second one near Mooresville, and then the third in that Skybrook area of Huntersville. So we are looking at some video that many of you at home sent in, capturing those first and third storms specifically is what we see here. The things we're still trying to figure out, whether any of these funnel clouds actually touched down. Did they become tornadoes? Did they cause damage?
Yeah, it's great questions, right? And along with these tornado warnings, much of our area is now under flash flood warnings too. The risk will grow higher as the week goes on too. We have video here captured with our Kannapolis cameras showing you some heavy rain that moved through the area over the last couple of hours. Several inches of rain fell over some of the parts too.
Yeah, so on that note, of course, flooding is going to be a big concern. We really want to stress the urgency of knowing this risk and being prepared for it, because the overnight hours sounds like this is going to be crucial. And we'll remember not too long ago that flash flooding that killed 5 people at the Hiddenite Family Campground. This is video we're seeing from that area. This is from 2020. A 1-year-old boy, among others, died in this. So just important reminder, stay prepared, stay safe, and weather aware, of course.
Yeah, especially as we get into the overnight hours, because as we mentioned, we had 3 storms that produced funnel clouds. Well, those storms also dumped a lot of rain. In fact, when we look at the storm reports, we don't have any reports of damage from wind or from those tornadoes. Some of the wind damage on the map is from the storms earlier in the day, but we do have a report of flash flooding on the east side of Mooresville, and that's going to be something we'll watch overnight, because these areas were saturated. And look, there is more rain developing tonight that will pivot through. I want to show you some of the rainfall totals. This is just since midnight last night. This area around Mooresville into Rowan County, northwestern Cabarrus County, northern Mecklenburg County. Yeah, some areas 4 to 7 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. And as we go to the south, we've got a little axis of heavy rain from East Charlotte all the way down to Pineville, Matthews area, and then into Indian Land and Rock Hill. That's where we've seen some very heavy rain. So the ground is saturated in those spots. So any rain that falls tonight on these areas could produce additional flash flooding. You can see we've got a couple flood advisories and flash flood warnings in effect. These are both in effect through the morning hours. Because the ground is saturated, it will not take much rain to cause additional flooding during the overnight hours. This low pressure system giving us the rain, it's not moving anytime soon. In fact, we're going to see rain continue tonight into tomorrow, with flash flood watches up for the mountains and foothills. Coming up, we're going to show you the waves of rain that will affect us Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and when we could see a break in this pattern coming up in that extended forecast.
All right, Brad, we will see you again soon. We again want to thank all of our viewers who sent in these photos and videos today. You really helped us paint the entire picture, and we could not have done it without you. Here's some more video from Lauren in Huntersville, capturing the funnel clouds from her perspective.
And really, just to give further props, we know that Brad had suspicions about this system before it even started to take a turn, but you at home first tipped us off really of what was really going on with the storms. Particularly, we mentioned the one that was over Lake Norman, that funnel cloud that actually showed us what we needed to start to look into. This came in before the actual warning came in, so it really helped us bring you urgent warnings sooner. So don't forget, you can send us your photos and videos pretty easily using that Near Me function. It's on the WCNC Charlotte mobile app, and just really with a tap of a finger, it comes right in.